Hello, my name is Vanessa Mondragon, and in this short video I'm going to talk about the Cold War. The Cold War was a state of geopolitical tension after World War II between powers in the Eastern Bloc and the powers in the Western Bloc. Some of the important dates are August 10, 1945. At the end of World War II, Korea, occupied during the war by Japanese forces, is divided at the 38th parallel, and two new states are established. North Korea is run by Communist Kim Il-sung, while South Korea is run by anti-communism autocrat Syngman Rhee. February 4, 1945, February 11, 1945. The victory allied leaders, United States President Franklin Roosevelt, Soviet leader Joseph Stalin, and British Prime Minister Winston Churchill met at the Yalta Conference to make arrangements for the post-war world order. Their contradictory agreements include a declaration to respect democracy throughout Europe, but also recognition of a de facto Soviet sphere of influence in Eastern Europe at Yalta. The Allies also finalized plans to divide Germany into separate zones of occupation. The term Cold War refers to a period of conflict between the US and the USSR that lasted roughly from the end of World War II until 1991. It was a conflict over two major economic philosophies, capitalism and communism, and is called Cold because there was never any direct fighting between the US and the USSR. The essence of capitalism is economic freedom. Practices like ill-conceived subprime, lending, and crippling corporate fraud are side effects of a system that revolves around the individual's right to pursue his or her financial goals without the government getting involved. Capitalism's key early thinker, Scottish political economist Adam Smith, may have wanted economics separated from politics for its own good. But economics is nonetheless entwined with ideas about the individual's place in society. This connection has politics written all over it. The term utopia was coined in 1515 by British writer Thomas More. Utopia describes a perfect place or society where everyone is equal socially and economically. The political and economic theory of socialism was created with the vision of a utopian society in mind. Contrary to other economic systems, there is no real conception of how the ideal society should function.
Good afternoon. Today I'm with Brandon Mejia and he's gonna talk about Cold War. So, what countries were war leaders during this period?
The US, the UK, and Russia.
Okay. What did countries who were allies during the wars become enemies afterwards?
Mostly due to ideological differences. It had a lot to do with economical interests and political decisions, such as taking either communism or capitalism as an economical system.
Where did the Cold War take place?
Pretty much everywhere in the world.
What opinion did the general public have of the Cold War?
That it was a war against communism. And all communist or socialistic ideas were seen as a source of conflict.
And what type of weapons did the two world powers have at their disposal?
Well, there were several war machines such as warplanes, tanks, submarines, and there were air-to-air missiles, air-to-land missiles, water-to-land missiles, water-to-air missiles, and nuclear weapons.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
In my opinion, Cold War was a period of time that happened a lot of changes, good changes and bad changes. And socialism and communism are two different powers, but in my opinion, they are all the same. I think a good power will be the one that gives everyone what they deserve. So, yeah, thanks for watching.